this way.
Hey YouTube, today we're looking at a survival map that I made. We're going to call this Castle Survival, if you couldn't tell by the upload. I just wanted to start out here. This is where you would start if you were starting as a player. Obviously I made all of this in creative mode, so I would have an endless supply of nether quartz to make all this beautiful stuff. So this is where you would start. There's a little chest here. I've had a whole book area, like, you know, so that you could read up on what I intended for you to do in the game. The introduction, and then it kind of tells you what you can expect in each area. These are the objectives you should meet, and then obviously the story of what's happening to you. I thought I'd also kick everybody off with some extra love there, just so that it wasn't too hard. So you can see, I invented this little area out here. Watchful eyes will note that those are not real trees, but it's all wool down here, and wool in the trees, and this is a wool wall. You can't get any further back. So this is all a fake area just to make it look like it was a window to the outside world without it actually being one. It's all part of the game, is finding your way out of this particular area here. I made a little dining area, get a little, little flowers and stuff like that, food, the one piece of coal hidden on the wall. This is your, like, prep area with the, like, little box and the furnace and stuff like that. Let's see. Oh, I hid stuff around the sides of the walls. It was all about hiding things, places. There are different things hidden everywhere. Oh, we're doing this walkthrough because I'm not overly happy with the layout of this area. I mean, I like what I did with the whole layout, the overall layout. I like what I've done with it, but on the whole, I don't know that. I think I would do it differently if I were going to do it again. You'll notice here, I'm going to take a quick break from what I was saying. There's a little back room here, and I put the glass there intentionally so people would see the back room. And then I put snow here because you wouldn't have pickaxes or anything yet to break it. And then there's a hidden chest back here. Let's see. Yeah, I did bring stuff so I could put everything back together. Then you find your way up and, oh no, there's an iron door. Well, if you know your glowstone triggers, then you know that this is, or redstone triggers, then you know that this is a redstone map there, or a lamp there. And it also always has little levers. So you would grab a lever. I'm not going to break that, but if you would grab a lever and then head back over here, up the stairs, put your lever on, hit it, and you can get outside. Now, this is like your exit point. It's real night outside. This is not the illusion is not pervasive. That was the only part where there was the illusion. So this is the actual sky. I wanted a royal entryway with the chandelier and the big banners hanging down from the top and that kind of stuff. So that's this room. And then you come outside. For the record, I've turned this to peaceful, so that way we can just have a nice tour and talk. We don't have to worry about being jumped by monsters. Nice little glass and see-through ceiling there with the glowstone on it to have a nice glow. This is the big dining area. If you were going to have, like, King Arthur in the Round Table kind of dining area, this would be it. Let's go around this way first. These are the barracks for the soldiers, with little fighting dudes here. There are little trophies up there, suit of armor on the wall. And then up here is the sleeping quarters for the barracks. You can kind of see it's not as exciting in here. This is just, I just wanted to try to think my way through this castle, that there would be places for people to sleep. And a hidden ender chest over here. This is obviously the captain's room. He gets more space than the normal guys. So there's a bunch of beds in here. This would be the barracks for the guys, and there's that. So that's what that is. I like glowstone, by the way. That's a lot more glowstone than there are torches around here. Let's see. So next on our tour, we will head into the throne room. Ta-da! I was looking up actual throne rooms to get an idea for this room. I wanted to keep with the white. I liked the teal. Trying to make color choices with this. There's a hidden glowstone kind of everywhere, so that there's always kind of a mystical glow in here without it without it being too obvious, unless I wanted it for trim or something like that. So it was always kind of that. And because I like to hide chests. This one's wool. This one's a chest. Because I'm mean. So let's leave the throne room. Bye, throne room. And keep on with our tour. So I like these little walkway paths with the, the cobblestone, fences and stuff like that. Around next on our tour. You'll notice all of this is wool too. There's not a single real tree or dirt or grass anywhere. We get to the fire pit with little benches. I figured if this was a working castle, they would want somewhere to sit and talk and, be warmed from the cool castle night air. Lots and lots of sentry towers and that kind of thing on the sides. This is just a nice floating monolithic obelisk here. No water, as you can see, that's all lapis. Hidden chest. Except there are hidden chests everywhere. That was kind of my big thing. It was brought to my attention that it would be fun to have, here's where you would need the other. There were two levers back in the other room. You would need the other here. It was brought to my attention that I should have traps in this area. Like something to make it dangerous for people to play with. And I don't disagree. I think that I should have, but I just never got quite around to turning it into something a little more, like, harrowing. So, I like playing with Minecraft gravity, so this roof is not actually attached to the spires. It floats above the spires all the way around. And then I kept, like, the glass ceiling, so it always had, like, a big open feeling, but you could walk over it and look around and that kind of thing. So this was a giant piece of construction. This was, I think, the first building that I made in this map. And then I decided I wasn't making a second, that it was fine on its own. There is a secret in here, though. And it's back here. Hidden underneath. It's a hidden... This is where all the dirt and stuff is. You can see I even put in, like, bushes and things so that you could get, seeds and stuff like that. There was a block of TNT, and this was a trap chest. So that was always kind of mean. And then I wanted it to imply that somebody had died in here. But yeah, so this was like the little hidden area. Somebody had found their way down here. And I'm not stopping to read the story, because I might use the story again at another time. I might use the story again at another time. So I wanted to show off the map itself, but leave the story for, in case I ever decided to use it. So... there's a whole reason behind everything, like behind the fact that there's no trees here and that kind of thing. It's supposed to be kind of a sterile, immobile environment, that's not useful to the player at all. And there's whole reasons behind that are told in the books, but again, I'm not getting into the story. These are the servants' quarters. That way, the idea being that somebody had to keep up all of this mess around here, so they had like quartz and stuff, to put things back together in case anything got broken. And then hidden all the way at the top, these are just more beds. Like I said, I was planning on needing lots of people to sleep here. It's the only iron pickaxe hidden in a chest, so you can get your way out. So the book indicates that you wanted to leave for reasons, and really the only way kind of out, would be to dig your way out. And so there's the gate here. We don't have to dig our way out because we can fly. So I pointed the gate intentionally in the wrong direction because oh, I almost forgot this room. Hang on a second. We almost forgot this room. So leading to the front gate to the dining hall is my Harry Potter ceiling. Yes, I went there. It's my Harry Potter ceiling. This is one of my favorite structures, and I made the roof intentionally very tall so that way I could put a ton of the candles in there. So, I almost forgot that. I can't believe I almost forgot that. It's one of my favorite structures here. So, okay, now going back on. I intentionally put the gate on the wrong side, because I'm kind of mean like that. And this is the next place that I was intending the players to go. Oh, you'll notice all the flags fly in the same direction that the wind travels. So let's see. There's a little village down here. I wanted the player to come over, and you could either build your way over with the wool or use an ender eye to teleport over. I think that all the villagers died, or when I turned it to peaceful, they they despawned or something. I don't know. But there are no villagers around. Oh no, there they are! You guys are alive! Oh, right on. Okay. So put, like, labels on everything. My intention would be that the players would come in and help fix up the damaged part of the town. So there are all sorts of damaged buildings over here for the player to mess with. And there's all sorts of things hidden here also. And I also wanted the player to restore water to the farm here. So you can see there's things for the player to use, but they would obviously want to get water back in there. Buildings and stuff. I built out the church. I wanted it to have, like, it has like a pulpit now. It's a pulpit. And it had some trees hidden. And pews. I gave it pews. And then I believe there was more up here. Oh, you had to break through the glowstone to get up there. But we can fly, so we won't do that. And then, yeah, there was the hidden treasure chest up here. And I put in like a proper cross here and everything else like that. And then this was like the obvious chest of obviousness, because these are your quest books. So yeah, that was that. Now the quest books would indicate that you needed to find another portal, and it would give you some clues as to where to go. And then the clues would lead you over here. This flying thing is very handy, isn't it? There we go. Notice, not water. More lapis, because that's me. Oops. Wrong button. Go through the nether portal. Come out the other side. I tried to keep everything as useless as possible. So all of this is clay. There's no stone to speak of. So there's, everything is like brick, but you can't make tools with all of this stuff. I did this to be purposefully disorienting. I put in the wool so it would all look like nether portals around. Like I said, just to be purposefully kind of mean about that. And then you can hear the fire because you are in the nether, and I had a huge fire block down there. And I put another big chandelier, and I like big chandeliers. I do a lot of big chandeliers. So you can see this one from above, big chandelier. Now if you follow the thing out there, you can see it now. This was where you eventually wanted to find yourself. Over here. Fly up. Notice I knew where our tour was going to take us today, so I prepared. There we go. Threading a needle there. And this would be the end zone, take you all the way to the very, this is the, yay, you made it zone. And then here, based on how you did in the other zones, I gave you a book with a quill in the very beginning. Based on how you did at the other zones, you scored yourself, and then you looked up which book was your ending, based on your score. So then it was kind of like, almost like a choose-your-own-adventure, but, on a Minecraft scale. There's a lot of story to it, too. There's a lot of reasons for, what was going on and stuff like that, but, I don't know that I don't know that I got everything the way I really wanted it to be. I think that, for sure, if I did it again, and I wouldn't use the cleared out worlds, because I spawned it as a super flat world, and I just don't know that I was as happy with that. I think I wanted it to appear a little more natural, and I think I would have been happier just trying to clear my way around, or wall people in, or what have you. Yeah, I don't know I don't know quite what I would do differently, but I don't think it's this. Clearing the super flat world was difficult, and it also the harshest thing about it, and I'll show you this here real quick. We have a little bit of time left. The harshest thing about it was that was the spawns. When I turned on the monster spawns, oops, sorry, no, I hit the sticky keys. When I turned on the monster spawns, because you're at bedrock level, you can see it turns black, you're at bedrock level, the spawns were really rough, and they spawned a crap ton of things, so it needed to be at a higher level, and it was, like I said, it was just kind of a difficult thing. Oh, there's the pretty domed roof over the throne room. Actually looks nice from the inside. Ta-da! There we go. And then I have I did have an extra tower here over this. You can see that the extra tower was you know, you could build your way up, or you know, with the wool or what have you. You know, some of the extra bricks, so you could get in here. There we go. And you have to build your way to that ladder, and then the ladder would take you all the way up to the very, very tippy top, where there was a hidden chest. Because hidden chests. Because that's me. And the chest this chest had something to do with interacting with the beacons at the top of this tower. This is the tower that has the beacons. Oops. There we go. Flying again. Flags. So this one would do, you know, I gave you stuff to interact with the beacons. Put the beacons up here. I had a good time building this. I just think that if I did it again, it would need to be bigger, if you can believe that. The size is overall too small. I think I would actually want to connect it to the village. I think I'd put the village, like, around the outside of the castle like they used to do, you know, in medieval times. And I think I would want a more cohesive roof structure around the interior here. I just think that it sort of developed organically, and I don't think it organically its way the way I kind of wanted it to go. So those were my really only complaints. I had a good time building it. I just think that I learned a lot from building this one, and you know, because I spawned at a super flat world, I had to come out here and like build all this stuff individually, again with hidden chests. I had to spawn all this stuff organically or you know, piece by piece. And a lot of it, I came out here, honestly, put a bunch of wool out, and then set it on fire to give it a little bit more of a randomized appearance, because you know, everything was in circles and stuff like that. It was just kind of difficult. I was kind of fighting with it. You can see that I cleared out a lot of space with the Minecraft edit, and there's, you know, right at the corners you can still see it. I never got around to clearing it all the way out so you couldn't see it from anywhere. But you know, there's all these little islands up here. I don't know, maybe on different computers you wouldn't be able to see it, but on mine I have the draw distance set out really far. And I wanted them all lit, so I did put like glowstone and stuff like that in there. I believe one of them actually had something very... Oh, spawn chickens and shears. Yeah. I actually spawned... for this guy, I just kind of built him because I thought he looked funny, but I actually spawned a tree, you know, here, and then took it down piece by piece and put it back together so that it would have the same, like, draw structure as a real Minecraft tree. And I think I did that in a couple of places. But yeah, so this is the world. This is what I did. All in all, like I said, I had a really good time building all of it. In this case, I left a lot of the existing structures. This actually spawned naturally in the super flat world, and I left a lot of the existing structures, but I cleaned them up a little bit. You know, putting in the brick and that kind of thing so that it would look, you know, it would look different enough. But I left a lot of the structure there that was normal. That's right. There it is. I knew I was hiding it somewhere. Oh, that's right. There's like all sorts of little things hidden. Oh, see? Hiding. But yeah, so I left a lot of the structure. In this case, I think I TNT'd part of this one, and then, you know, started tearing it out from there so that it would get this kind of, you know, broken down old tavern. And, you know, it was a lot of the idea was that you would, you know, help out the villagers by putting the tavern back together and putting everything else down here back together. And this is the only part of the town that's not lit, as you can see. I lit the rest of the town, you know, figuring the townspeople would keep their own stuff reasonably well lit. They make the funniest noises, don't they? I'm glad to see they survived. I was worried about them. Legitimately worried about them. And I think I tried to leave enough dirt hidden everywhere that you could theoretically dirt this entire area. And enough gravel that you could, you know, patch up the roads and stuff like that. And kind of get a view of it at night. I like how it lights up at night. I like how all of it lights up at night. I actually like the lighting effects in Minecraft for a lot of that reason. Have a pretty area. So this is Castle Survival. You know, if you're looking at this map and you're like, wow, I could totally turn this into like a great survival map. You know, I'm happy to send over the map if you want to play it. You know, if you want to actually play through it and try to find all of my hidden chests. I know I pointed out quite a few of them, but You know, if you wanted to try to find them all or see if you could make it all the way to the end, that other end portal that I was, you know, left out in the middle of nowhere. You know, I'm happy to send the map to you. I just don't know that I'm ever going to load it on, you know, Minecraft.net. So yeah, I had a great time building this, and you know, like I said, if I did it again, I think it would actually be a bigger structure. That's a very dark spot here. I think it would be a lot bigger structure. I'm just not overall pleased with the size. I think I would need to do a little more planning of the space and that kind of stuff. Harry Potter ceiling. But yeah, so here it is. I hope you've enjoyed our tour through the castle here. If you have any questions or comments, or if you want to see more like this, please let me know. I'm always happy to build. I love building. And until next time, YouTube, I hope you have a wonderful night and have fun.